Hello everybody, Tyler Sass here from the OC Lawn Wizards. Today we're going to be going over your local news, and first off, I think that you may see my laser pointer in the intro of the video. The reason we had that in the intro is today's local news is we've had 2 people arrested because they decided to take laser pointers and shine them at helicopters. That happened today in Orange County, so yeah. Don't do that. That's a horrible thing. My father was a pilot, and it is very easy to put a laser into the eye of a pilot and throw them off, and it's a terrible idea. Don't do that, please. Yeah. Also in local news, let me make sure I get this name right here. Molly the dog is missing. She was lost in Huntington Beach, and you can find out more about that on the Orange County Reddit. They've got photos. You can reach out to them. Make sure you get involved. I'm going to post a little picture of that right here, give you the information that I've got in case you find her. Help us find Molly. There's a Redditor in need. And finally today, now that we've gone over the local news, I'm going to be teaching you the 4 things that you need to know to make a perfect cup of coffee. Way better than that crap that you get at Starbucks. I said it. First thing you need to do to make an amazing cup of coffee is make a small purchase of one of these bad boys. It's called an AeroPress. What you're going to get here is this, which is it's like a plastic filter. It's where the coffee filter will go. It'll come with a package of those as well. They go in there, and then that just snaps on the top. You can pull out the side here. It acts as a funnel, and you just wet the end of it and stick it in like so. And then once you have that, you put your coffee in the top, pour water in halfway, stir 10 times, fill it to the top, stir 10 times, filter goes in here, and you just screw it right on top. Alright, so that's the first step to making sure you make a great cup of coffee. Basically, this little guy here will simulate those expensive machines that you get at those fancy coffee shops. Not perfectly, but about as close as you can get without having to do one of those really long drip coffees, which is just the worst. It takes too long. On top of that, the second thing you need to know is the amount of coffee to use. Easiest way to do it is it comes with a spoon. It's 2 of these. Not more, not left, and just level it off on the top. 2 scoops will do it. That is how much you should get. So that's step 2 to making the best cup of coffee. Step 1, have the AeroPress. Step 2, pour the coffee in. Moving on to step 3, the third step is the most important step. It's actually the beans that you get. So the quality of the beans really matters. That's the biggest factor out of anything you're going to do to affect the coffee is going to be the beans, and specifically the quality of the beans and also how the beans are ground. So to do this, you're going to want to find a very high-end coffee shop and one that has a very good grinder. Those are the 2 key elements. We're going to be going over those in next week's OC Lunch Break, where we're going to go and review 3 really great coffee shops that do that kind of thing. And you can get your beans from there. But just off the top of my head, you got Portello's, which is a great coffee shop in Costa Mesa, and I believe Irvine as well. They have great grinders, and they've got great beans, so that's a great place to stop by if you need to get those kinds of beans. And then the fourth and final thing that you need to do is control for temperature. Most people just put in boiling water. This actually burns the beans. This is why Starbucks and McDonald's coffee have that really nasty taste, aside from the fact that it's lower quality beans. But that like burnt taste, that's not supposed to be in your coffee. So what temperature you should be shooting for, it's kind of it's in between, it's more like a preference, but between 175 and 195 is typically the safe zone. If you don't have a water heater that you can control the temperature with, this more or less breaks down to boiling plus 1 to 2 ice cubes. And that should get you about the right temperature. You would need to experiment, depending on the size of your ice cubes and whatnot. But that's a good way to do it. So if you follow those 4 steps, you can take your daily morning routine of coffee and make it something way better. And that's what we're trying to shoot for here at the OC Daily. We are wanting to give you news that is practical, useful, and helpful information that you can use every day. And instead of just making your life more miserable with negativity, we want to give you value and practical advice that you can apply to your day. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, if you need lawn care service in Orange County, OC Lawn Wizards is the place to go to. You should check them out because we rock, and we have a 200% happiness guarantee. So even if we don't rock, we still rock because you're gonna get lawn care and not have to pay for it, which, I mean, sucks for me. That's why we do our job to do the best that we can. I think it's the end of the podcast. Bye. Look, this isn't the end. I know. All right, we gotta do that little thing where I tell you that we do lawn care. I think you know it. The OC Lawn Wizards. We do the best. You should definitely try us out. We have a 200% happiness guarantee. So worst case scenario, you win. Best case scenario, you'll win even more, and we do your lawn. So give us a try and give us a call right now to get the OC Lawn Wizards for your lawn today.